In question 8, Elise is surveying students in the cafeteria, sophomores and juniors, on whether or not they disagree or agree with these new cafeteria rules. So we need to create a two-way frequency table that models their survey. So when I think about the two frequencies that we can have here, right? She's asking if people agree or disagree with the survey, and people are either sophomores or juniors. Those are two things that you can't be both of, right? You can't agree and disagree at the same time. You also can't be a sophomore and a junior at the same time, right? You're either one or the other for both of them. So the two frequencies then we have our sophomores and juniors, and you either agree or you disagree. And it's important for when you look at these axes, right, the vertical and horizontal axes, that these two things cannot overlap. You can't be a sophomore and a junior. You can't agree and disagree at the same time. That's why I put them there. I see a lot of people do things, I'll say things like sophomores agree, sophomores disagree, or sophomore or juniors agree, juniors disagree, and those don't make sense to overlap like that. So make sure you're kind of setting it up similar to this. Okay, so 42 sophomores agree with the new cafeteria. So I'm going to go to sophomores, and I'm going to find agree. So there's three categories here for sophomores. Agree is right here. 42 go there. 68 disagree. Okay, so I'm going to put 68, boom, right there. There were 98 juniors surveyed. 51 of them agree. So for juniors agree, it's 51. Now, I'm not going to put the 98 here at the disagree. They didn't tell us how many juniors disagree. What they did tell us is that there were 98 juniors total. So if I go to juniors and then total, know there are 98 of them. From here, it's just doing some math to figure out every other space, right? So if I add these two together, 42 plus 51, 42 plus 51, I get 93. Well, then I know 93 goes here. I could add vertically here too, 42 plus 68. 42 plus 68, just adding, super fun. This is making your first grade self proud, I'm sure. And, here, getting this one. This is kind of tricky, right? 51 plus this number should equal 98. So instead of adding these two together, what I could do is just 98 minus 51 gives me 47. Right, the opposite of addition is subtraction. So if I need to add and something's missing, I could just subtract backwards, right? Instead of adding down, I could subtract up, right? 98 minus 51 gives me this. So we can add here 110 plus 98, that's 208. Do that in my head for you. And then 68 plus 47, let's do that one so we can visualize it. 68 plus 47, 115. Now, a good way to check our work is that these two, right, 110 plus 98 equals 208. Well, then these two vertically should also equal 208. So 93 plus 115. Yep, 208. So perfect. There's our two-way table.